Okay, it is Team Call Tuesday, and we are rocking through May here. If you haven't hit your goal yet, there's still plenty of time because this seems like a very long month until the 31st. It's like, what, the 23rd today? The kids here in Nebraska City get out officially tomorrow. Yay, yay. Just hopped on Nikki's success partner, Kristen's call, who really kind of spearheaded this idea of 50 plus pounds. Took some notes. I'm sure Nikki will get the recording so that we can have y'all listen to it. It was a great refresher from a book that I have attempted to read. But I'm super excited tonight. Really wanted to hop on here and first of all stress the fact that these are our own businesses and we can do them however we want, and it's freaking cool. I love it. And you can take bits and pieces from everybody's ideas and roll with it for your idea. Whether that's partnering up with someone or not, doing it on your own. Y'all know I'm not great at small groups, but I'm going to try it out. I'm going to share a few of my ideas, but I'm going to let a couple other people chat before me. So we're going to try really hard to fit this in our 30 minutes. So the basis is a 50 plus group, but really think in terms of your passion and what you would want to invite to, because a lot of these ideas can be geared to whatever it is that you invite to. So think smaller group. We've got our big ongoing group for everyone. Think brand new people, smaller group. Nikki's going to share a little bit about what she's got going on with this. Chrissy's going to share because she's doing a group similar that she's been inviting to. And then I will share just a couple things of how my group may be a little different and how we all have our different ideas, and some work, some don't, and you just go with it with passion and excitement and you make it happen and you help people. So Nikki, let's hear about your 50 plus group.
All right. Well, first I'm just going to plug Kristen's call again. She's my inspiration for this because honestly, when I saw UV2's in promo, I just sort of laughed like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like the colors and the 80s and the music. But then, you know, it really hit me that our library was really missing this. And then finding out about the meal plan and how that was different, that it wasn't going to be used in the containers. It was super, super simple. I thought, oh, I get it. You know, people need this. The workout's perfect for that clientele, but also the nutrition. I mean, that's what I hear all the time is that as soon as they see the containers, they get overwhelmed and all the brackets and they don't know how to make it work. And this is helping people, you know, baby step into bigger goals. So after, honestly, go listen to Kristen's call once it's up, but she was at 0 on Sunday. She worked her butt off. She got focused. She found something that she was passionate about. And this group was inspired by her sister who didn't connect with her current challenge group, who has over 100 pounds to lose, and how she wasn't feeling connected to that group. So that's what spurred Kristen to do this. So from Sunday to the next Sunday, she got 12 points. And that was all because laser focus with passion. What sets you apart from all the other 400,000 Beachbody coaches? It's your story and it's what you're passionate about. And that's what people are going to connect to. So whether that be that you want to highlight this opportunity for a little microburst in your business with the UV2 program, or if you choose to really connect with something that you're going through your journey. Maybe it's getting back into the fitness routine. Maybe it's tackling a harder workout. Maybe it's cutting out sugar, whatever the case may be. Whatever you're uniquely going through is what you are most passionate about. So do that. Maybe it's working moms. Maybe it's moms of little kids. Maybe it's moms of dancers, whatever. Fixate on what you want to do, what gets you excited, because posting a stock picture and say, hey, who wants to get fit in 30 minutes at home and drink the shake isn't going to get you anywhere. So be unique and be passionate. All right. So how I've decided to run this 50-day pound weight loss group is I made a post very similar to Kristen's, and because she was obviously seeing great success with it, I used a Google Docs with just a few questions They fill it out. I put them into Streak. I give them a welcome video with me. I don't go into here's UV2. I don't want to scare them away. I tell them that we are going to slowly baby step into our nutrition, making one change at a time. Happy to share that email with you. Then I tell them if they are still interested, reply with when we can talk over the phone. I talk to them over the phone, figure out if this is really for them, go in more detail about the community, the support, how there is a disconnect in my current group, and how I'm really looking for 10 people or less to really work with them through December, because we know that 2 pounds a week is the healthy way to lose weight. It's going to take time. I plan on using a secret group on Facebook as well as a secret My Challenge Tracker app, because I really want people to be able to log with the app, but I know that may not be their primary source of support. So whether they only want to use Facebook, whatever, I'm just going to encourage both. This is my first time doing it. You learn as you go. You don't know until you try. I also plan to use the challenge group guide for UV2. However, I'm not requiring that they do UV2, because I do feel I have some people who are maybe a little bit past that activity-wise, but their nutrition still really needs it and needs this group. And also so those programs will be 10-minute trainer, because if they're low on time, they have 10 minutes. Or if they enjoy weights, whatever. And then yoga would be the other option. I also plan to choose a personal development book. If you know of one, let me know. I don't want it to be 300 pages long. I'm thinking maybe like something short, like 150 or so. I'm going to check Team Coach's Emotion personal development file for that. But I like the 4 Agreements book. That's my first choice, but I'm not sure on that. And what else? Gosh, I think I've already gone through all my notes. So it's just a matter of, like I said, deciding what you're passionate about, and going for it, messaging people. Not only, I posted on my personal page, my like page, Instagram, on my my free group, and then I've also text people who I think would be interested. And just lead with the heart, and lead with what you're excited about, with what you're passionate about, whether that be this group or something else. Don't do it just because somebody else is doing it. That's not authentic. That's not really going to be effective. What gets me excited about this is when she said 50 pounds over, I pictured certain people in my mind, and I want to help them. I've maybe tried to help them in the past, and there was that disconnect, or for whatever reason, they don't even feel comfortable getting started with me. And I'm already seeing good response from some people. I'm inviting my current challengers who've either not tried Shakeology or who haven't followed through. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. And I'll, of course, happy to share all of these tools that I'm using. So
thank you, Nikki. Love it. Anybody have questions for Nikki before Chrissy talks about her group? All right, Chrissy, let's hear it.
So, yeah, when I first heard of UV2, I was totally thinking Richard Simmons in the 80s, and I laughed so hard, and I'm like, I cannot take this seriously. So then, they did that whole kidification thing. And so, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I have a little kid that's always getting in my way while I work out. And so I really took UV2 in the direction of working out with children. And so I created, I talked to my team about it, and we're actually running a challenge group together. Not all of us, because some wanted to do PIO and everything. So I'm just kind of coaching them through the same invite process for their challenge group. But I do have a couple coaches doing the UV2, and so it's called You vs. You and the Kids Too. And so it's really about having that kidification, and also, most of the moves in there are already modified, and so there's an intensifier and a kidification. So I really was down with that, and I honestly didn't really look so much at the nutrition until Kim pointed stuff out to me today. So it's on my to-do list. You would think I would have paid attention to that, but I really was just focused on the kid side of it. So I immediately went through my rock stars and all the people that I was talking to, or PCOS moms who have children already. And so for about 3 weeks now, I've been inviting people to it, and I've been helping my coaches along the way with scripts and stuff and having them invite too. And through talking with people, I've kind of realized that I know some other people who I kept thinking of, wow, they could really use this program to start with because they're plus size and they have some weight to lose and everything. The name is You Versus You and the Kids Too. Renee. So anyway, I did the workout for the first time on Monday, and I realized that this 50 plus idea group, after listening to Kim talk about it, yeah, this is genius for, I thought you talked about it on a team call yesterday, or some call yesterday. Anyway, point is this UV2 is definitely something plus size people or anybody starting their journey can definitely use. Just some brainstorming. I will be starting a 50 plus group after I get this You versus You one going. So I'm kind of just taking notes and watching. But I do plan on having like certain days of the week, you know, like Motivation Monday and Temptation Tuesday, where I want to like have them openly talk about the temptations that they struggle with. What can you do Wednesday, meaning like, okay, so we have this struggle, what can we do about it? How can we work together to get through it, kind of thing. So I really think that UV2 focuses a lot on the mindset more, and anybody, we all know who's trying to start a journey, that's what you need is mindset. You can't succeed without mindset. It's just not possible. And that's what I really like on this. So I've already seen 2 totally different groups of people that can benefit from this program. So as closed-minded as I was when I first saw it, I totally send messages to people saying, okay, total Richard Simmons vibe, but just go with it. Trust me on this, you know? So
you're completing the program with them, right?
I am doing the program with them. You know, I've kind of, after I fell off track for a while, I honestly have only been doing like yoga for the last few months, and my body hasn't felt like doing anything, and I'm really sore and everything. And when I did this workout on Monday, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I need. This is what I need right now. And so do we have time? Can I kind of share what I've been doing with Streak? Is that okay?
That might be a whole long call, but yeah, definitely share a couple minutes about how you're utilizing it.
Yeah, I'll just share my screen really, really quick. I already have it on there.
Okay.
And it's just real quick here. This is what I'm doing for the invite, and I'm using Streak for it. I basically have the You versus You group. My new contacts, you know, those are people, you know, that I haven't talked to yet, but when I've invited them to a challenge, I put them in this one. Once I did create an application out of Google Doc, which I really, really love, and I will probably be doing that for every challenge group from now on. I feel super professional doing it, and it's email based. So these people, I'm waiting for a response from the application still. If they choose 8 or below, you know, 0 to 8, I put them in the green category. They're 8 to 10, I put them in the blue. The follow-up application is a snip or an email that I send them that includes the UV2 video and also includes a Beachbody On Demand video, so they see the best value to get that. Then the challenge group follow-up, well, that's the video sent. The challenge group follow-up is basically like once they've once they're in the 8 to 10, then they, they've basically been approved for the challenge group. And so then that's when I send in the videos. And then I haven't created it yet because I'm still working on that process, but I will then be using Jim Rump's 81 script that he gave us about closing the sale and everything, and then I'll make that into an email. So now not only have I emailed these people and I have their email and I'm actually getting communication through email from these people, I also have created all this in snippets so that I can duplicate it, and my next challenge I can use the same thing and just having to tweak a little thing, so I'm saving myself some time. I was able to follow up on 15 people today in seconds, just a few minutes, just because I had these snippets already done and everything. So, I mean, if you're wanting to use Streak, maybe that kind of helps how I am using. And I see myself creating a new pipeline every time I do a new challenge, or maybe changing names and stuff. So, see, I did it fast.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I need to get back into that, but it really is a great way to connect in another way. Yes, I need to do that. So thank you for the inspiration on that. Okay, so some tips that I wanted to share with you about how I'm doing this. Again, snowballed off of all these ideas and just kind of made it my own. I'm super passionate about it because this is exactly how my journey was. It was slow. I mean, come on, it took me almost 6 months to lose almost 40 pounds. I totally could have done it faster, but it wouldn't have been as effective for me. And so the idea of this program, not necessarily the fitness part, but the idea of this program in general has me super excited with one change at a time. And I instantly had ideas of a handful of my current challengers that just can't seem to get it together. They just need more help. They need more of me. I keep hearing that our paid challengers need to get more of us. Free groups are great. We need to run them. They attract new people, but you can't give all of you to your free people, or why will they commit? So I'm currently talking to about 5 or 6 current challengers that I messaged, and a couple of them have not committed to Shakeology yet. They have just committed to fitness. A couple of them really I see as leaders, and I voice recorded a message to them and asked them to come into the group as a leader, as someone who gets it, but maybe needs that extra accountability, and ask them to for referrals, to let me know if they have anyone else that might be interested in joining with them. So the way I'm going to do it is I set up a secret group as well, and I made that very clear in my welcome video to them that it's secret. No one can find it unless you or me add them. It's called Day by Day, and that's really going to be my goal, is taking it one day at a time. All the people are looking to lose 50 plus pounds. Again, I snowballed off Nikki's post, did a before and after of myself on my personal page with the application, did a before and after of someone in the autumn group that I asked if I could use her photo on my like page. I love how Kristen stressed that she had a week. Like, she didn't give them too much time to think about it, because then they think too much, right? I really think that is vital to what I continue to do from here on out. So I am looking to have no more than 10 new people at max. I'll be happy if I get 3, but 10 max, and then 10 current people. I've set up the group now. People that are interested are in there, but I'm giving them until the 29th, until Monday. They need to have orders in by the 29th, or maybe this just isn't the right time for them. And that's what I've said in the welcome video. I'm not going to put a ton of content in there now. I will start 0 week on Monday from the challenge guide. On the very first week, which is June 5th, the actual week 1, we'll focus on that, adding in Shakeology. Like I said, a few of them are currently challengers, so I'm going to be chatting with them on, okay, you've gotten your Shakeology down. What's going to be your one thing this week? I need you to let me know what that is so I can keep you accountable. Let's chat about it. I plan to partner them that week, and I let them know, I'm hoping to have no more than 20 here. I'm not going to be able to tag you every day, so I'm going to give you a partner. If you have someone in mind that you think might want to come in and take this challenge with you and commit with you and be your partner, please let me know. Again, asking for referrals. They may have someone that would want to join them on this. I'm going to have pinned to the top some sort of image. I haven't figured out what I'm going to call it yet, but the basis of it being to post a daily success and struggle, and really focus on there's no success too small. I want them to be very open. I want them to get to know each other and be okay saying, hey, my only success today was I turned down the M&Ms and I didn't eat 5 bags of them or whatever. So we're going to really be hitting that hard and keeping each other accountable for that. Using the documents with UV2, they're fabulous. The little journaling, can't remember what it's called, but it's great. I posted a screenshot and put it in Vibe Tribe, actually. I'm giving them the option to also be in the large group if they choose to be, but I'm totally fine with not having them in Vibe Tribe until after this 30 days. And I don't know how this 30 days is going to go. Obviously, I'm here to help them through the end of the year. My application is headed 50 plus in 2017. And that's really what I want to do. But I want to focus 30 days with these people, so then I can figure out where I go from here. Is this group active enough? These people connected enough to continue on? And I hop in and out and I start another very focused group, or are they ready to transition to Vibe Tribe and continue to be active there? They've learned their healthy habits. So I don't know. I'm going to play around with that. I am not going to set up a separate app group at this point. I'm just going to put them in the app group that I have and let them know they don't have to share it all with the group. Trying to keep the work for me down, if at all possible. I do plan to encourage PD, one of my current members that committed. She is a current challenger, and so she committed to a personal development book. I feel like that's the piece she's missing, so she got that ordered yesterday. She's excited about it, and I'm also going to focus, however long, hopefully forever, on my like page. I started today, and I start things, and if they don't work, I stop them, but I'm calling the live video Measure Your Mindset, where I actually take a tape measure around my head. And I say, we measure our body all the time and we focus on that, but what about our mindset? And I start the video with everyone thinking of a rate from 0 to 10. Where are you at with your mindset right now as you're watching this video? Are you a 10? You're filled with love and gratitude and happiness, positivity? Or are you a 0? You want to go lay in a dark room and go to sleep? That's kind of how I gauge that. And I'm going to be really real with people, and I'm going to make sure that I hop on days that I'm not a 9 or a 10, and let them know how I then fight through that. What do I do to fight through it? And giving those tips as I share just a few minutes of things from whatever personal development book I'm reading. So I'm going to obviously encourage the 50 plus to read. I don't know that they'll be ready for that, but I want them to be following. And so far, the ones really interested have been following my mindset stuff and my posts on my like page. A handful of these people, I'm telling you guys, these people, I'm like, yes, they are so going to commit in January. Didn't commit. Yes, they're so going to commit in February. Nope, still not committing. Yes, it's going to be, like a couple of these people were going to be my points for the photo op. And I'm telling you, I could be wrong on this, but from the one that signed up today, I think this urgency, like Kristen talked on her call, is some of the piece that I'm missing. The scarcity and the urgency. I'm being too open. And Nikki's told me this before. Kim, you have to quit posting to the masses. You've got to figure out who your audience is. You've got to hone in on them. And I am requiring Shakeology for this group because it's the whole first week. The basis of the program is around Shakeology. And I let them know, you're committing with me for 30 days. If Shakeology is not for you at the end of 30 days, that is your choice whether you continue it. But I am so passionate about Shakeology, and you guys know that about me. I am going to obviously push Shakeology because it's changed my entire health. So no matter what group I'm doing, obviously they don't have to have Shakeology to be in Vibe Tribe. And if people are interested and they're not into Shakeology, that's where they'll go. And I'll say, well, then I have a group for you. And I'll get them in Vibe Tribe and welcome them there and still help them. I actually have one that wants in the group. She was a lead from the company a while ago. I've tried to connect. She's another teacher, actually. she needs this accountability. And she filled out the form, and she said she had Shakeology on there, but I messaged her and I said, I haven't seen any Shakeology orders come through. So I just want to make sure you're hooked up for this group, because the whole first week is based on that. And she's like, yeah, what's the link? She really wants in this group. So I will be really shocked if she does not commit and actually give Shakeology a go. I feel like that's the piece she's missed. She hasn't tried it. She's tried to work out. She's been yo-yoing with that. She needs this daily accountability really bad. So I'm really excited about that part of it. Again, they're in the group right now as of today, and I welcomed my first challenger in there tonight, just like I did. She wanted in Vibe Tribe as well, so I welcomed her in both. I want people to see that. I'm also going to welcome my current leaders, and I'm going to call them something like that in the group. So as I know that they are fully committed with program and Shakeology, they don't have to use UV2. One of my current challengers leaders that's going to be in there, I don't know what crazy program she's going to be doing next. But that girl is like a beast when it comes to programs. Nothing scares her. Even if she can only do 5 minutes, she does it. And she's really an inspiration. So I'm going to let me know what she's going to do. I thought Country Heat could be an option. Those that I feel like UV2 is just too beginner for them. Some of the ones that have tried out some programs or yoga or 10-minute trainer, I've mentioned those things as well. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. Hopefully you can tell the passion, because like Nikki said, and we have to think of what we're passionate about. So if this 50 plus group isn't resonating with you at all, think about what is, and then think about how can I advertise it on social media? How can I post about it? What do I want in an application? Who do I really want to help? Rebecca and I really dug into that on our call the other night, and it so helped me out. I told her what I would expect to get if I was in her challenge group from what I know about her. And she was doing the same thing for me. And it really opened my eyes to the fact that personal development really is more important to me than I realized. Because of my struggle with anxiety and depression and never wanting to go back to that, I really want to hone in on that person, that woman that puts a fake smile on her face every day because she wants so badly to be the happy, positive person, but just can't seem to figure out why she doesn't feel that way. And I have a couple I'm trying to work with, and it's not an easy thing to work with these people, but I'm determined to help them. So I don't know that I'll continue to run a quote unquote 50 plus group, maybe. I do think it'll be something along this same lines of one day at a time. I've said that forever, one day, one choice at a time. I end a ton of my messages with that. So why haven't I really focused on that? I don't know. So really, I need to focus on that. That should probably be the motto on my like page, actually. It was considered, I will tell you, when I had it made. I was going to share about like page tonight, but this is definitely more important stuff. I am trying to get back into there. I made it through module 1 again, which is really just setting up your page and making sure you have a beautiful cover photo and a profile picture of your face. The basics. I'm going to keep taking notes and plan to share next week about that. I've connected with a coach, another coach from Ohio, if you can believe that. Ohio is my state, and I need to move there, I think. She also thinks it's very comical, hoping to meet her in person at Summit. We've been using Marco Polo to go back and forth. I will say she has like pet snakes. It's not really my thing. And she has a pit bull. I'll just tell you, that's not really my thing. Freaks me out. But other than that, we have a ton in common. She has been a coach forever, from like 2010, and was actually in some P90X commercial or something. I think her and Nikki have a lot in common, actually. So I'm excited for them to meet as she's chatting with me. So we did the same thing for each other today. She went to my like page just to give me some critique. I went to hers. We figured out that when you're on your phone, they have us connect, works at, and you should have a link to your like page. It doesn't work on your phone, neither one of us. It works on a computer. I tried it tonight. But if you click on that, if you're on your phone and you go to my page and try to click where it says Kim K. Ashlock for my like page, it'll either send you right to this same profile page, or it'll tell you it doesn't work. Leslie said that's kind of a new glitch that she's noticed the last couple weeks. She has had a winning ad in this like page training, which is kind of the basis. Like you want to get a winning ad, something running at about 10 cents a like, preferably, but it's not an audience of people that she's connected with. So she's kind of going back, going over things. So I'm learning a lot from her, things that I'm going to be getting to, I guess. I'm hearing about glitches, things that didn't work, so I can try to improve what I'm doing as well. But so much content in that like page training, I have to balance the training and the vitals, you know, and he says right in module 1, don't stop doing what you're doing. You still need to be doing those things, but this is in addition to that. So I'm going to really try to speed it up. Nikki and Kristen are also in the training, and I would like to get to the point where I'm running ads, because that's kind of where everybody else is. I ended up talking to another person too. I connected with someone connected with me, and so I think we're just going to do a little pod, right? Because it's all about pods now, in Marco Polo, and see who sticks with me is really what it's all about. If one drops off, I got another one. I still have Nikki and Kristen doing it. I know Rebecca will hop in eventually. Renee got the training, so I know there'll be some connection there. But we did, Leslie and I anyway, did talk about trying to do like a monthly or bi-weekly Zoom call in regards to like page training and throwing around ideas. So that is something, if you have committed to that, I will let you know. So if you can hop on or want to hop on, that'll be something that we'll try to do. So, okay, so much information. I want to do more of this funnel thing. Rebecca talked about the funnel thing the other night. Kristen mentioned it. So I really want to put that somehow in a call for you guys of really that funnel of free group and down, which I am like at a blank for free group. I posted in Coaches in Motion. I just need some fresh ideas. And now that I am trying to make sure it has a measurable start and end, that kind of has changed my thought process on some of the groups I've done recently. I want to at least do one free group a month that is measurable. So, but like Kristen said, she's not really into the cleaning thing is just really hard for me. I'm not going to lie, because that's just not me. So
I think two things. Chrissy has a question I wanted to answer. And as far as your free group goes, I think take a moment to do like a little self-assessment, and what are you struggling with, or what are you really excited about, or what's something new that you've tried that did or didn't work, and that will kind of spur some ideas. I mean, your mindset thing on your like page, obviously you don't want to do something like that, but that's something you're passionate about. Personal development is what you're passionate about. Do something about that, or what you're struggling with. Like I know you said the 3 carbs a day was a focus, something like that. Chrissy's question is, how do you create urgency without seeming pushy? We don't want to sell things, and if you are buy this now so I can hit this goal, that really feels pushy to me. Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. If your true intent is pushing people to buy things so that you hit the goal, you're never going to succeed. And if you do, it's not going to last long, because that's going to quickly dry up. People are going to see right through you, and it's just not lasting. What you want to do is build excitement around your start date, the benefit of everybody starting together, the excitement of starting, and realize that that's going to be your general post, or that's going to be your initial message. But then you're going to tailor to their needs. Oh, your car broke down. I get it. That sucks. Well, okay, let's see. What can we do? If you're not able to start this date, here, this is a free group I have going on right now. Or when do you think you'll have the money set aside to start? Oh, in February? Okay, well, I will put you on my list to follow up. Those people who immediately say, no, I can't right now, they're not ready anyway. They're giving you an excuse to push it off because they don't want to either commit right now, or they don't want to make a decision right now. If it's somebody who's, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can make this work, whatever, but they see that start date, they want in it. So they're going to make it work, or they're going to talk to you at least some more. I think people who drag their feet are the people who that we haven't shared with them the excitement, the urgency, and the benefit of getting started right now. And that is either going to come across in your voice, it's live, or in your private message with them, because of your wording, not your copy and paste and exclamation points, but your heart and your true passion about things, and speaking to them, not copying and pasting this general invite, but I get it. I've been talking to you for 4 months, and I get that this happened and this happened, but I really, I know that you want to make this happen. So what are we going to, what can I do to help you feel more confident about committing right now? And, I don't know. That's what comes to mind when I see that.
It's awesome. And it really is your voice and your passion about it. If these people I have excited aren't ready, they're not ready for this group. And when they are ready, they can go into Vibe Tribe. And I can help them there and in the app, and they're still going to get a lot of me. But I think by creating and having my people in the group, that's really helping them decide if this is something they're ready for now. Like the girl that I just signed up tonight, she had no money issues today. All of a sudden, after all the money issues since January, she had no money issues. When all of a sudden it was an urgent to get in this group that she wants to get in, and she's tired of being tired, and she's ready to go. And all of a sudden, that wasn't even mentioned on my call with her.
Think about it. When you first saw Shakeology, you said, "Oh, what? It is so expensive, right? Like how? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That's the price." And now, do you even think twice about it? Because you see the value. And that's the same thing as far